just look around and there's nothing to do, there's nothing to say. You're just with it, with all things. You look at the colors, you look at life move, you give nothing a name, you just look at it. You're not curious about what it's called or what the animal is. You just look at it, be with it. Understand that it's connected to you. All things are within you, and you are all things. You see it through your lens. God is within you. God is inside all things. God is inside you. When you simplify life, you start to feel that more and more as you shut off the thinking mind and you become the stillness and the present moment. You align with God and you are connected. God is within you. God is within all things. Whether you want to call God God, nothing should have a name. It's just a feeling, it's just an energy. When people start to say God and creation and existence and all these words, they start to dislike each other. It's just a feeling. That's all it is. And you're either in the feeling or you're not. The feeling is within you and it comes to the surface when you're present. But if you're not present or still, it doesn't come to the surface. And you'll never really feel what it is. And what it is God and creation and all things. All things are inside you. You are connected to all things. You could feel that. It's a feeling. You don't have to label it. You don't have to say that it's God or the universe. Just be with it. And know that when you are present, you see the beauty in life. It's where gratitude comes from. That's where love comes from. That's where listening comes from. Love, gratitude, and listening come from the stillness. That's how you connect with other humans, love other humans, connect with life, connect with God, connect with nature, connect with all living things. In the stillness, when you become present. If you can't become present, you'll walk around this life in the past, or thinking about the future, or you'll be living in the next moment, or you'll be connected to anger, or wanting, or desire, or fear, living a fear-based life, not living a love-based life, getting angry over things, because you lose power. When power is lost, anger arises, force is used. But to not desire power, to not want anything to happen, to not want to achieve anything or become successful, or want to establish yourself or be significant, to no longer need to have an identity, because being present and connected to all things is enough. Who needs an identity? It only comes from trauma or still being a human. And once you decide to be one with all things and present, you no longer need an identity. You no longer need a gimmick. You no longer to believe in this and that. You don't have to go around preaching your word. You can just be with all things. And it's a feeling. You don't have to say it's God or creation or the universe. It's just a feeling. And you either know about the feeling or you don't. And you can only get there by being the stillness and the present moment. Because that feeling is within you. And when you're present and when you're the stillness, that feeling comes to the surface. And you're connected to the feeling, which is God, in our modern day terms. And that's what it is. It's just a feeling. To just be here now, in this moment, connected with all things. All things live inside you. You are all things. God is in all things, lives in all things. And that's what it is. That's the state that we all need to get to in order to be grateful, loving, heal our trauma, and to live in this moment. To no longer live in the past. To no longer be caught up with being the person, comparing ourselves to others, competing with others. All of that could be erased if you could just sit here and just be the present moment and the stillness and connected to God and all things.